Hi viewers, we welcome you to the 27th Chessbrainz Club Arena. I'm Abhishek and we have Coach Shubh with us. Hi Shubh, how are you?
Hi, Abhishek sir. I'm good. How are you?
I'm just doing amazing and I'm really excited for the tournament coming in. But
Definitely.
before that, we will not forget our promise and we are going to have some fun puzzles for your warm up. Are you ready?
Definitely. Very excited.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let us start with let's take some different topic today. I am not going to have checkmates, but rather we are going in with the pin.
Great. Exciting.
Yes. So
Yeah.
in this position, my screen will come just in a moment. Yes.
Yeah.
So in this position, we are playing with the white pieces. What should we do? This is a question to even all the viewers to find the best move and type it in the chat. Your move, your name can get featured in the on the stream as well. So be engaging and type your answer. Okay,
Exciting
so
puzzles. Really
it is
brilliant.
exciting for sure.
Yeah. Rook and minor piece endgame. Wow. Just wow.
Yes. So whenever this position comes, we really get excited because we love playing these kind of positions. And the
Yeah.
first puzzle has given us the same thing.
Yes.
So, what is going to be the answer according to you? We haven't got anyone in the chat till now, so you can just go with the answer.
Sir, what I am thinking is we must push the king back to h7 by playing pawn f5 check.
Yes, that is correct. So then king is going to step to the square. Then
Yeah, and G7 pawn is pinned, so likely we can just put. I mean, he doesn't protect, so we can play knight f6 check. King has to move to h8, and then we
wow,
can just simply win this rook a8, and it's game over. Rook
yes,
blocks, and
the
we
rook
can
drops
capture.
in and we take. What a wonderful puzzle! I mean, what can be
Yeah.
a better use of the pen, right? We have seen
Yes.
it in the past as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so now in this position, we are playing with black pieces and our opponent has just captured our bishop.
Yeah.
So, to all the viewers, can you find the move?
Yeah.
What are you going to
Just
do
wow.
here in this position as black?
Yeah. Just a slight hint. It is going to be a combination of tactics. It's really
Yes, that is
beautiful
correct.
puzzle. Yeah. I think we got some comments. Uh,
Yes, we have got f5, but probably that's for the last puzzle. And yes, their guess was correct.
uh, Here, if we see from the black side that king's safety is bit compromised, but yeah, black has still some counterplay. Yeah,
Yes. Okay, we are just quickly going to zoom in screen a bit so our viewers can
sure,
see it properly.
sure, sir. Perfect.
Yes. Okay, so we have got a move which is like knight f6, but knight
I
f6 is
think
not
the
stable
same
in the
thing for
position.
the last puzzle. I think it is
Last
same
puzzle,
for the last
yes,
puzzle.
it,
Yeah,
it is for the last puzzle for sure. It's not for this one.
yeah.
For this one, I believed maybe queen to a5 can be a good
A5
start.
check.
Like
Yeah,
we
and
just need
if
to see
bishop,
who can find the continuation.
yes, because it's a pin. Let's see who can guess this one.
Yes,
Because if bishop goes back to block, we are getting our reward.
definitely. It is undeniable. If bishop steps back on c3, we have this booming move coming in. Queen
Yeah,
captures on h5, and we are winning a complete queen because
yeah,
queen h5 also makes a pin on this bishop
yeah,
to the opponent's queen. So
yeah.
undeniably, that is a very amazing move. Okay, so game seems fine for now. I guess we haven't got that much of viewers for now coming in, but I'm sure they will join by the time the stream begins.
Definitely. Yeah.
Parents, if you're watching the stream, a slight request before the kid dives into a game, a good practice is to let your kids practice some puzzles to do sort of a warm up before going on the main ground for the main game, right?
Yeah.
And that is why we have got this initiative for you guys. Come here, try some good puzzles, and you will have a lot of value. So yes, this time the
On
pawn has blocked it. Now, would you prefer to take it with a? Are you going to take this bishop with a queen or with a pawn? That's the biggest question.
yeah. Personally, I think I should capture it with the queen. I think so.
Yes. See, if we win, material trading is definitely a deal, but we are setting up another pin down the line here.
Yeah.
Let us see if that turns out to be a right move. It is, and now just the pawn takes. So
Yeah.
yes, here black is in a winning position. Let us take some other topic.
Sure, sir. Let's do some discovered attacks
Why not? I would love to do that.
above that. Yeah.
There
Yes.
are the discovery coming in.
Wow.
Okay, so in this position, we are playing with white's pieces, and it looks really, really interesting to see right now.
Wow.
Okay, so we got a viewer, and they have given the answer for the last puzzle.
The last puzzle. Yeah.
So there are very less number of moves that works in this particular position because we have
Yes.
zero checks, and there are
Yeah.
few captures here. One of them
But
is a
that will be
queen play,
favorable
but
for yeah. That will be favorable for
definitely
black due to pawn
black.
majority. Yeah.
Yes, definitely true. So if they have extra pawns, they can get extra queens,
Yeah.
and black is doing really, really good in this game if that happens. So
Yeah.
trading is not favorable. So now
Mm.
it's about creating threats. So our rook is lining to the queen, and there is some tactic coming down this road if some of our viewer can find it.
Yeah. Just beautiful. And we will see that black queen will have literally no options to guard the rook.
That is correct. There is okay, so we have not got any response till now. I guess it's probably queen to
Ye-
e2,
Yeah.
threatening the rook, and the
But
rook is going to threaten your opponent's queen. Yes.
queen. But sir, I'm worried
Now,
about queen f5. Let's see what we
queen,
can do here.
yes, I mean, queen f5 is there, but let's see how we can. Okay,
Oh,
it is turning out to be a deal breaker because after queen f5, the rook gets protected, and it's not a
yeah,
way to solve this position. I think we have something more than what we are thinking right now.
correct.
Okay, let's see if any of our viewers can help here.
Definitely.
Okay. Oh, wow. There is one check,
Check.
and one of our
Wow.
viewers
Queen
came here.
h2.
And
Yeah,
what a move by this person. I mean, Queen H2.
yeah.
It gives
Wow.
a beautiful check and launches an
Yes.
attack on the queen. The rook intervention here to stop the check, and we
But
just
we
don't do
know
anything
whom to
but
capture. Yeah.
yes, the pawn comes in. I mean,
Yeah.
the rook just goes and captures the queen, and here the puzzle ends.
Ends.
Okay,
Wow.
let's. I think it's time to go and feature the tournament.
Sure, sir.
So we are just 1 minute away from this clash taking on. And I'm really, really excited to see. Currently, we already have 40 contestants coming in. Currently, Sankeet is having the highest rating. He's the top seeded. So we have
Wow.
players all the way from 1800 to 1600 and to 600 and 500 as well. I mean, a lot of kids have already joined, and we are really excited to see what are they going to bring on the board. We request all the viewers to type your kids' username in the chat so we can feature your comment and we can take your kids' game. We can analyze it and we can make the things easier. Okay. So we have got the first request for Ayush CB. We are getting a
Nice.
request for Arav as well. So yes, you are in the queue and definitely your kids' games are going to get featured.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm really, really excited once the kid starts playing, and we will have a lot of tactical stuff, a lot of middle game and game positions coming in. And there we go. We are now in the battle. Okay. So Ayush is having sort of a new account right now. Okay. So Ayush is playing from the pieces of white, and Niket is playing from the pieces of black. We see an
All
early attempt of the scholar's
scholars.
checkmate. What is happening right now?
Yeah.
And now the black has played knight to h6 to stop the scholar's mating threat, and white just needs to get this pawn moving. Okay, even this is a faster approach, but the king side gets a bit compromised. Queen takes h6 is coming on the board right now, but
Uh,
the white is playing
it's
a bit fast.
skill.
I think it should spare a bit of time before making the final moves on the board because we see
Yeah.
that that knight is still hanging. If white spots it, white is immediately going to be a piece up in the position, and that is definitely going to make a difference.
Uh,
Also, I'm just wondering now if black just manages to find the right move. Okay, white has
I
managed
think
to
so.
spot
Knight
the king.
G5 and Queen H7 is coming. I think so.
Yes, definitely. The queen and helper is in the air right now.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming if a quick knight move is going to be there, it is almost unstoppable. But white
Uh-oh.
decided to castle before going in, while their castle is a
Wow.
bit compromised. Knight has
Uh,
moved backward. In chess, we always, tell our students backward is the awkward. Go
awkward.
into
Yeah.
your opponent's kingdom and try to attack them. So going forward is always the key.
Yeah.
Now, white black is also trying to do something.
Uh-oh.
Okay, queen has been played in front
Queen
of a pawn,
hanging.
and
Yeah.
what is taking place? I'm really, really amazed. A queen is hanging, and black is going a bit fast here. The kids are at the
Uh,
early stage of their journey right now. So, again,
yeah.
these things can be common. But
Yes.
if they take their time, they check their move twice, they can come up with the right set of moves on the board.
Correct.
Okay. So, here,
And
black has taken a pawn, and queen has just taken back. Maybe they were thinking for queen g4 for this point, let's say, and then they wanted to attack the king. They thought there can be some sort of mating threat, but it was not existing in the position.
because the knight on E1 is already there, he's solving
Exactly.
everything.
Not only, yeah, knight is also there, and then this queen is also
Yeah,
going to
queen
look after
already
g.
entered. Yeah.
That's true. So I don't see any reason why someone is going to do that.
And also,
I think
kids, that's really nice that in your initial stage only you are practicing without increments. Okay, so that's nice.
that is correct. Also, another thing we I would like to highlight here is the kids are not taking ample amount of time. if they take time and they play, I think they can come up with better moves.
Yeah.
Knight has been finally played on g5, threatening to take the bishop.
Wish
And if queen goes on h4 in the future, we can still see the same threat we discussed earlier.
earlier. Yeah.
So definitely, that's also one thing that we are going to see. On the other hand, one thing I liked about black, how they made sure that their king is safe, how they have connected the rooks. On the other
And
hand,
the
white
pieces
has
are
played
actually
it, yes, piece
undeveloped pieces.
activity is phenomenally good. On the other hand, white is currently undeveloped. So this
Yeah.
is going to make a difference in the position. Okay, so black did a counter attack here. Black lost a bishop and then white also lost it. But we need to see how this game shapes.
Yeah.
Definitely, white has a good amount of material,
Eh,
but we still need to
Three
see
pieces
how the
for a
position
rook.
is going to build.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so now what can be a way to go forward and create this game?
So the same thing that you said. Queen somehow should go to h4, around h4. Knight should go g5, and but now h7 threat is no more. Yeah.
I'm just
Wow.
thinking
Now,
what happens if
yeah,
queen comes on
f1.
f1 now?
That's
What a
worth watching.
beautiful
Yeah.
threat is there in the air.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Niket said, I'm not missing this opportunity. I will just play it within just a blink of an eye. And
Wow.
he just
Yeah.
managed to pull it off. Good game by both the players here. They just
Yeah.
need to take more time, just need to check their move twice, and they're already doing fine.
And
Okay, we
kids,
are
that
going to
game
take
was
on the
yeah, that game was a
yes,
beautiful example of piece activity. Bring your pieces into the game so that they can help you, right?
definitely that is true. So here,
Kings in the center, 1300 rated players. Wow.
that is correct.
King.
And look at the time of Adrit. I think the kid is
Yeah.
taking ample amount of time
Yeah.
because it has just been moved 13 and he's down the clock.
Mm.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Another discovery. No, no, it's not there. Yeah.
Uh, Wait. No,
Wow.
discovery isn't there.
What
Oh
was
wow.
the wow?
Okay, that was a hanging piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so knight basically gave a
A
fork on
four.
the black bishop and the black queen.
Yeah.
The queen
Better
was
move should be
actually
Queen E7.
yeah. No, now the queen will. I'm sure the queen is going to take on c5 and then
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, was long castle a good way to continue here? Because the queen is already lined up against your king if you castle long. So I would have preferred just a simple short castle, putting my rook on
Hmm.
e1 and trying something down the e5. Again, we'll
But
see.
now, yeah,
Because yes.
because of
Now
this reason, yeah.
the fun fact is now okay. I think the fun is gone. I thought there is an opposite castle, so we see
Yeah.
some quick pawn storms coming in, and
Uh-oh.
the position might. What is happening? Okay, Adrit is playing fast. I get it, but why Arav is playing so fast?
To just clear the
Okay.
board, sir.
Yeah, I think some cleanup is going on right now. Okay, we just need
Black
to
offers are wrong.
present it
Yeah,
to our viewers what has just happened because
sure.
again it
Sure.
was lightning fast what kids did on the board right now.
Yeah,
So basically, this pawn was protected twice in the position by the black,
yeah.
and
And
white
it
was
was attacked
attacking it three
thrice.
times.
Yeah.
Yes. Then white just took the pawn. Black took it back, and taking back is here a very big mistake because your opponent is still guarding it twice. So if you take a
Yeah.
knight, you lose a queen, and if you try to take a
Yeah.
queen, you lose another knight. So, so here I
So,
don't think my core point here was do not trade when you have less material.
yeah.
And because just now they lost the pawn, I believe they shouldn't trade, but trading just made the game easier for white to continue from there.
Yes. Also,
And
sir, I would like to add a point in last few moves when knight came to d4 in front of the queen,
yes.
white knight. Then kids try to pin the knight. Okay, yeah, correct.
Yes, because these kids are at 1300, tactics can be a really good support
Yes,
for them to excel in their games. And
yes.
some idea like any rook on d8 could have added some good mobility in the game.
Pressure on the
Again,
knight. Yeah,
yeah, again, there are some counterattacks like knight takes e6, but definitely a pin would have been helpful here, is what I
yeah.
think. And then when we look how the game has ended, I think White had no difficulty in converting this game because a couple of trades just happened by the flow of the game, and White was really doing fine to convert it with the help of one rook. While we still need to see how did White lost that extra rook. Okay, maybe Adrit basically had only 14 seconds left, so the kid removed, and
Yeah.
because of which he had ended up losing
No,
his own.
yeah.
Raw. That is correct. So after that, I think cleanup was very, very easy for black here, and then we see that how easily white must have converted this. Yeah. Let us take on the
Stalemate
next
happened, sir.
quest.
Stalemate happened.
Oh my goodness, what are we? Oh, I mean, I didn't expected this at any point. My point
Oh my God.
was I was just in the thought that maybe the rook can just move and just cover the b file and you just get a queen and you
Yeah,
finish it up simply with the
by ruling
techniques
it.
that you already know. Yeah.
Yeah,
So like one queen, one rook checkmate how they work together to do a mate. Just
yeah,
try to think backwards. Whatever checkmate you are confident you already know, just try to execute that. Don't try to do anything fancy because these fancy things can take your winning positions into a draw. And we know the pain as well because we have been through all that already.
yes,
So yeah.
yes.
Okay, so yeah, that
Uh,
is the thing. So keep your chess simple. Don't complicate it too much. That's a simple suggestion to all the players here.
yeah.
Okay, we will take on the request of Mohammed right now. Okay, so
My God, she's
Mohammed's
my
thinking
kid.
is
Wow.
oh wow. Okay,
Yes.
so Mohammed is playing with black's pieces, and they have the elo of 700. Vainavi is playing white. I think she's your student, as you said, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let us
yeah, yeah.
see how the game has flourished. I can see that I mean, Vainavi is like having a bit of, I think she's having a new chess account, so she must be new to
Yes,
chess. So we'll
yeah,
see how these kids are going to make. And even 700, I think Mohammad has just learned the game right now only, like
yeah.
just a bit of more experience maybe. So what has just happened? Let's try to go completely back and try to see it from the scratch. Okay. Okay, so both players are focusing on piece development at this point, and wonderful game here by both. And Black decided, okay, I have developed my pieces. Let us challenge the center.
The center. Yeah,
And center got closed. Again, it depends. If you want to play like a fighting chess, you decide to take it. If you want to keep the center locked and try to go for a positional play, you try to go with d4. So yeah. Now, okay, this was by nature only. A simple trade of the bishop. I think black is slightly better. Black was slightly better in that position, but we'll just go through quickly and see what happened.
sure.
Okay, so black was slightly doing fine here. The reason is they have good space advantage right now,
Mm.
and this space advantage is making the game much easier for them here.
I'm just worried about the e5 pawn because he's bit weak. Black's e5. Yeah.
Yes, the e5 pawn
After
is
that,
weak.
yeah. After knight
Yeah,
moved
so
away. Yeah.
the knight moved away, and the point is this bishop is like sort of not letting this queen connect with the pawn and maintain a coordination. That was the
Yeah.
main reason here. And yeah, even I figured out one more thing at the beginner level. Maybe the kids are not bringing their like rooks into the game in the opening. I think this is a very simple thing kids can do, and you will have a better control over the center for your start of the middle game. Okay, these were like basics of the game.
Yeah.
Here, Black thought it's a sort of discovery or something, but that wasn't the case. And
Yeah.
here maybe Black was more concerned about pawn to d5 maybe and a fork, to which
Yeah.
they
Losing
moved
a
that
piece.
knight again. But I think just
Mm,
simply taking here could have been a simple deal for them.
correct.
Exactly. And
Uh-oh.
then when,
Losing.
oh, I think was this also pre-move?
Uh, no, sir. I
Yes.
think
I
so.
mean, not sure about
Was
that,
it?
if that was a pre-move. Not sure. I mean, we need to go to the analysis board, but that's fine. We can
Yeah.
see it later
Sure.
on.
Sure. Sure.
There was a queen trade Black did. Again, the simple suggestion is, kids, if you have less material, do not exchange pieces. If you have more material, just play for exchanging pieces.
Yes.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
what? Okay. And many times kids have this problem when they forget if my opponent's pawn is going downward or upward. This is a very common problem at the beginner level as well.
Agree.
Uh,
Totally
the
agree, bro.
orientation takes some time to figure out,
Mm,
and I think Black was keen enough. He knew where his pawn is heading, and they figured out a rook instead of a knight.
yeah.
And I think this might have been a reason, but yeah. Also, one good thing I like for Black right now, as they figured out an open file, they
Yeah.
immediately thought of setting up a
Lined up
battery
both the
and
rooks. Yeah.
definitely. And not just lining up, you look to shift your pieces into your opponent's kingdom, right? So I
Yeah.
think a very good approach by the kid here. These are the base. This shows that the kid is having good basics. And what is Black trying to do? I am looking to simplify. I don't want to complicate position.
The
I am going to
position.
do a force exchange here because your
Yeah.
Rook and King are in the same line. I do a force exchange. Oh, they didn't do. They could have done it actually because they had more material.
Correct.
And they tried again, but this time it's bad because Mr. Pony's, I mean, Miss Pony's standing here to take it down.
Y-
And White did not spotted that. White wanted to not exchange. It is clearly seen because they had less material. But then this position doesn't look, again, they forgot that the knight can take on even. The Black kept on shifting pieces here. And wait, what? Here, this is hanging twice, right?
Yes. Okay,
Okay,
thank
White
God.
figured it out.
And then the back rank.
And the back rank came on the board. What a good game by Vainavi here. Just knowing the basics of the game pretty well, just knowing the mating threat, even the whole game was against her. Just practicing 5-10 puzzles, those 5-10 extra puzzles every day,
Yeah.
knowing when to use your mating tactics in the right position. I think that is the reason why she ended up winning. But good game by Mohammad here as well. He
Muhammad
was
as well.
completely dominant. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially his positional play, having that awareness about mobilizing your rooks, finding that open file, setting up the battery, trying to trade. I think things were really, really good for both players. It was a good
Yes.
game at the beginner level, we generally don't see.
Yes.
Okay, we are going to take on the next request right now. Okay, I think this is the next request we have got right now. Let's try to go through their game. I'm unable to find the kid's username, unfortunately. I'll just try to put CB and see if that works. No. The kid's username is inaccurate. So parents, we would request you, when you drop your kid's username in the chat, try to type their leeches name that they use while playing on this platform, so we can quickly find it and we can quickly feature your kid's game. In the meantime, I would like to take one of the top board games right now, the
Sure,
top
sir.
featuring, and we'll expect by the time we finish that we have some request, and we can take on the parents request as well. Okay, we got a request for Samagra by the point we were there, so let's feature Samagra immediately. Yeah, Samagra is
He's on
on
the
the
top
top board
board.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the game just ended the moment we clicked because we know it was getting featured by the Leech's algorithm. Let's just see what just happened. Okay. So
D4, D5. Wow, kids. Just wow.
yes. So
That
Abhi
queen.
the champion was playing white and Samagra was playing black. And the rating is where Abhi was like 1550, Samagra was 200 points less, 1300. Let's
Yeah.
just see what happened. We had
Queen's
a
gambit.
Slav on the board. Yeah,
Wow. From black. Wow.
that is amazing to see.
Yeah.
Okay, what just happened in this game? Yeah, so whenever this bishop comes out, it is sort of an inaccuracy because the pawn on b7 is going to weaken up when you get your
Yeah.
bishop from queen side to king side. There's going to be a weakness and white spotted. And yeah, that looks fine for now. The queen just moved to defend, which is okay. Knight comes in. Generally, one recommendation in such kind of position is to keep your light square bishop ready for the attack.
Yes.
Imagine if you trade here, if pawn takes, and if
Pawn
this
takes
pawn has already
bishop,
moved,
bishop b5 and
bishop
queen
just
h6
drops in,
immediately.
and
Yeah.
yeah, we might not be able to win. Let's say the knight comes in, but the control you get over those light squares after the bishop has left the queen side can be insane.
Yeah.
Okay, the pawn is moved, and here we got a triangular Slav. It won't be easy for the white to break if we know that pretty well. It's a
Yes.
solid setup that black has even pegged up. And knight outpost is again going to be a bit annoying, but as I said, it is going to be difficult. Now, queen has been played on e6, and the placement of the queen doesn't look comfortable because now your bishop is
You need to
struggling to
figure
find the
out the
right
dark square.
activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the queen also doesn't look comfortable here. At some point, even if you look to break in the center with pawn to c5, you need that bishop's protection at that point. So definitely those things are going to add up. White just thought of improving their pieces. The bishop got kicked. But here, white decided to exchange. Would you prefer exchanging this bishop for this knight? What is your
Uh,
take on this?
no, sir, I won't because I'm having some space advantage. Right, and my minor pieces are already active. Just I need to find a way for my light squared bishop. So no, I won't prefer capturing over there. No.
Maybe a better approach could have been bishop h4 and try to hold on for the pin a bit longer. Because
Yes.
yeah. Also, then you can try to break open the position with e4 after you complete the castle, and the position, because opponent's king is in the center, a lot of things can take place. So
Yes.
bishop captured on f6 and then pawn took. Again, this broke the king side completely. The expected move here was queen capturing and trying to keep your king side safe. So if you ever decide to castle on this side, you will have a good space for your king to go.
Yes.
But taking with the pawn and the king has been left on e8. The knight has moved back because the purpose of taking here with the pawn seems like to kick the knight out of the
Wait,
outpost, but
yes.
you won't be able to castle on the king side for the rest of the game mostly. I mean, you can do, but again, how safe that is going to be, it is only the pieces are going to tell.
Yeah.
Knight went on d7 after this. Knight d7 is sort of a thematic problem here because
But
queen got disconnected to the b7. Yeah.
yeah. But I think rook will enter to b8. No doubt it will leave some pawns hanging c6, a7, and all.
I understood there's a counterplay, but now the fun fact here is, let's say you can take here, and you are also keeping some space to attack your opponent's king. So
Ah, yeah.
looks like maybe the white is ahead in the initiative at this point. But the only complaint that I have for both the kids is not the complaint, just an area of improvement we can see. Why have they not castled for so long? The castling is an integral part of the game, and it's a high time that they should castle by this point. Especially when
Yes.
you are yourself like almost a 1400 and 1600, we expect you to castle definitely.
Yes.
And basically, after some trade, okay, so C pawn decided to take on d4, and the position just got flourished. Pawn to e3 was played in the position after that.
just to make
Now
space
the
for the
light
light
square
square.
bishop,
Yeah.
definitely it should come in. Now bishop to e2. I think it's a simple
Clock.
game, castle, castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it might become a game of pawn storms. Black is already having an open file. So I think a good decision by the black here to castle on the queen side and taking advantage of their existing open file here, because it can put immediate threats in the position. Look
Yes,
at this
bishop
bishop,
h.
look at this
Yeah.
queen. So even though black was playing a bit passively, but the moment the position slightly opened up and the moment they castle, suddenly it looks like black is slightly doing good here. The reason
Yeah.
is their pieces are slightly more active and they are doing a more meaningful job. Whereas white is doing nothing wrong, but still they need to, figure out some way to get their pieces ahead. Like this bishop is maybe active, but it's not doing anything meaningful. The knight might need to go on the outpost at some point. So a lot of things are
Uh,
still remaining for the white.
yeah, but sir, the main thing, rook c1 and knight b5. Beautiful play from
Uh,
the white side.
are really really amazing. Like look at this. Okay, the main point here can be to threaten, let's say, knight captures a7. That can be one of the main ideas here.
Yeah.
Bishop to d6 was played and knight to a5 was in the air after that, quite after that.
Yes.
The queen just moved. The queen just moved here, and suddenly the computer claims it to be a blunder. Can you figure out what has went wrong in the position?
Yes, and knight takes a7, king check, king b8, and knight is hanging. Black's knight on b6 is hanging.
Exactly. So the move knight captures a7 is giving a discovery in the position, right?
Yeah.
Now, king could have came here, but again, again, would you prefer taking on, okay, you can't take this pawn because the knight is still
Because of the
guarding.
knight. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'll play
so you
bishop
can't do that.
b5.
Okay, this is a position we need to just understand a bit more here.
Yeah.
Maybe there can be another knight check in the position.
Definitely. Why not, sir? Wow. Uh,
The knight check
yeah,
can
yeah,
be
yeah.
just a way to go here.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be a good way to go, but okay,
And knight takes, yeah, knight b5 and knight takes bishop still wins the knight. Right.
exactly. Knight takes bishop. I don't know if that wins because queen takes us there, and king can still
No,
guard the knight.
no,
Is
after
it?
the knight b5 check. When you said knight
Okay.
b5. Yeah.
Yeah, knight b5 check. The king needs to move.
Yes.
Yes. Now it's sort of it's forced for black to take their king away and not protect that knight
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And whenever the king moves, yes, there's a forced trade. And now I think this discovery works better because you have to take something back. So the move is coming with a tempo here.
Yeah.
Wow, brilliant observation. The
And no, sir, it
bishop
was
was played
suggested by you.
on. No, no. I mean, I just have this one path on which I think checks,
Okay.
captures, and threats never
Threats.
puts you
Yeah.
in a bad position anyway. So yeah,
Yeah. Correct.
I just think in one pattern, and I think the kids should also follow the same, right? And I'm just wondering here, can you find the winning move here?
Uh, maybe, sir. I'm not sure. Knight takes on c6. Maybe.
That is the only move that wins on the spot. Okay, so this is one of the moves here. Oh, even though our own queen is hanging, but this gives
Sure.
up a fort, and
Yeah.
we can again do some intermezzo in the position. So that was done, and the king just moved here. Now we need to
Fork
see how
again.
see. Now, if the king moves here, you take the queen, and that's a check. So you can't take my queen because I
No.
took your queen plus I'm giving a check.
Yeah.
This is important
Again.
for kids. Yeah, what a very good move by the kid. The king went on
Even
d7, and now king safety is badly compromised. Queen captures, c7 is coming again.
bishop. Yeah.
After king can move a bit, bishop drops,
Wow.
and this threatens queen e7 mate. Rook moved, and queen e7 just was a phenomenal finish here.
Wow.
Good game by Abhi here,
Both the
wonderful one.
kids. Wow.
Yeah, both the kids played amazing. Even Abhi had like he tried doing something down the road, but I guess White. I think White did just really good here. And the turning point was that tactical approach that White brought up, like the Rook
Yeah.
C1, the
Rook c8,
Knight
knight
B5.
b5. Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
turner here. Like,
Yeah.
okay, see, one thing to pay attention here. If you go back to that position for like just 30 seconds, okay, we don't spend
Yeah.
much time. We'll take on the next one. But what we
Sure.
need to learn here, black had an open file, white had an open file. Who conquers the initiative first in the position?
But
What a wonderful
yeah.
example by the white here. Setting up your
Yes.
rook, setting up the tactics traps, all that they have learned. And he's the first one who executed and just ended up completing the game towards their side.
Yeah.
This is what mattered the most,
Wow.
I guess. Okay, we are getting now a request for Smelly Karate Fish. Okay, what a good name.
Wow.
Okay, the username is interesting. Now,
Wow.
Karate Fish is the fish is playing from white. Livanish is playing as black. Fish is having the rating of 1400. Livanish is a 1300. What is taking place right now? Let's
Classical
try to scroll
Italian
back.
game. Wow.
Yeah, let's try to scroll back and see how the opening has flourished. I think it's just a basic setup, but black has decided to play something passive here with knight e7. We don't generally see when you
No.
want the f pawn to be flexible in the position, or when you're preparing some sort of break in the center, you generally play the knight there. Okay, and white is just following the basics up. Placing the knight on d5 can be a good approach actually. Okay, bishop comes over. Okay, I have a question for you. If the Is it possible for the knight to take the bishop at this point or not?
I think, sir, it is. It is actually a great move. Knight takes bishop, light square bishop takes on c4, then you capture back with the knight, not with the pawn.
Exactly. So if that happens, you win two pieces by giving one, right?
Yes,
A
yes,
wonderful
by
tactic,
giving
yeah.
only one. Yeah.
So knight captures is there. If bishop takes, then definitely. What do you do if they take back with just a pawn? You're sort of giving an open file in that situation. So generally, one plan generally that comes in, your knight is already doing fine. Don't do anything to that. I
Yeah.
mean, you can trade definitely, but not at this point. If you want to exchange a knight for a bishop, because bishop pair is, plays a big role, you can go with a4, a5 idea. You threaten to
Definitely.
trap down the bishop, and when the
Yeah.
opponent tries to save with something like a6, then you trade down, weakening the center d6 pawn, and then there's a strategy which comes along with the a4, a5. But here, white decided to trade down its active knight with an inactive knight. Okay,
Yeah, it was a good piece versus a bad piece. Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely. Our viewers must have also seen that, but I would love to keep it here because if you take with the knight by chance, I am getting a fork
Pawn
on
takes
your knight
fork.
plus your bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to keep it as a trappy knight. And if you exchange pieces, your opponent's pieces will get active, right? Sort of,
Yes.
let's say the queen was undeveloped, she got developed after the first trade that white made. Again, white did the exchange, and now the rook is coming into the life suddenly.
Yeah.
Here, if you trade,
Another rook is going
other
to
rook is
start.
active. Now,
Yeah.
all the three trades that we saw in last three moves in the sequence of white helped black to get better, and black is slowly and steadily improving.
Yeah.
Black is now having a phenomenal activity. This rook is active? Yes, sir. That rook is active? Yes, sir. Queen is there?
Mm,
Yes, sir.
yes,
What
sir.
are the white pieces doing here? That's the biggest question right now.
Yeah.
It just doesn't add well. Now,
Yeah.
white is playing move independently to get that activity and wasting moves. On the other hand, black just did it while doing something else at the same time. So they
Yeah.
saved on
Free
time,
flowing moves.
free flowing moves. Now, rook left, now these are quite like, these are quite instructive moves. You just like shift your pieces to the king side and stuffs like that. Also, black is simultaneously breaking the center on the black is breaking in the center because you have double pawn, so you're trying to even fix that.
Simplify
I
it.
think black is
Yes.
just playing phenomenally good here. Even though black has less rating, black's game is wonderful at this point. And how many times do we see black getting a two pawn center?
Rare.
We have seen black
Yes.
equalizing to white's
Yeah.
advantage because white makes the first move. This rarely
Yeah.
happens and black has achieved it. So
Yes.
yeah, kudos to black for that. a good game out of the opening. Yeah, white is now mobilizing their pieces, and the black is also just getting their last pieces into the battle. I think pushing is a good deal here because you can again, it's a tempogenic move. Center is a bit closed. Knight is trying to trip over now. Queen comes, and now the threat is rook captures
H3
h3
is
in the
hanging.
game.
Yeah.
The queen,
Wow.
there was a queen trade offered here. So white was on the white. Maybe the white is very good at the end game, so they are trading so they can show their end game skills. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Again
So
a good.
queen went
Wow.
on g6. Yeah, black is denying. Black is saying, "I don't want to trade. I have a queen which is threatening a sort of mating attack on you, so I'll keep it there."
Yeah.
And pawn moves, and now rook takes h3 is coming. Black is having a very keen observation, waiting for the right opportunities, having the game of patience, and making the best out of their game.
Wow.
Then the pawn also moved. Oh wow! And black has a wonderful passer along the e-file as well. What a play by this kid! He doesn't feel like a 1300 to me at all. Okay, here he loses the pawn, and there is some sort of trade, but that was maybe to deflect the queen away and try some attack. On the other hand, the one thing is clear. Okay, one more thing is there. White is only having 5 seconds. After playing such a good game, black is maintaining the time pretty well in the clock. So,
Yes.
what a good
Absolutely.
experience here. I think the experience is playing a huge role in this kid's game. Okay, what just happened? Let's try to drive a few moves back and just see.
Knight
So,
G4
black,
again a brilliancy. Wow.
yeah, black again brought more and more pieces. White just gave a check. And I think white was running out of the clock. So, in time pressure, they must have played this move. And they ended up, okay, this was a sort of way to exchange one more pair of the rook. I think white is really, really serious with the trades, I guess.
Yeah.
They want to show their end game. Yeah. Okay, good. That's not a bad thing. It's really fine. In some positions, if you think you can do something well out of it, at times you can do. But again, if you think and do it, it just adds well to your overall game.
Yes.
Okay, white tried, and now black is offering the trade. Okay.
Very smart. Wow.
Smart.
Just wow.
Again, it's a smart move because he knows now white's queen is active and my queen isn't doing that much value in the position. So they are looking to exchange their bad queen with the opponent's good queen, and white was always there to trade pieces no matter what.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we are into a night end game after that. Again, if you look at the pawns right now, white is a pawn up at this point after doing a lot of trades. That's fine. White again did a trade. I mean, yeah, that's now okay for them because they are doing better in the end game. So they should now look to trade actually. And black knew how to create a passer, and here white ran out of the clock. But I think the only thing white need to fix here is not trading unnecessarily. There were times maybe where they
Yes.
traded for good purpose, but just not trading unnecessarily will put them maybe like from 1300 to almost 1500. We never know. I think they have did well, but good
Yeah.
game by Livinish here. Good management of time. All the moves were really, strategic and well thought. I'm going to say
Yeah.
that has added to a good value definitely, and it was
He
a good
was
experience to feature that game.
yeah, he was using each and every resources, sir. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was really amazing.
what a wonderful balance of the overall game. You see his opening two pawn control, two pawn center. Middle game,
Yeah.
his pieces are active, trying to create mating threats. End game, he's trying to activate his king more than the opponent's king, trying to create a passer. What a wonderful, instructive game that
Balance
he
of
gave for our coming
yeah,
players.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We haven't got any new requests till now. We'll feature some random game. We'll just see.
Sure.
We'll take on those requests as well. But okay. Take a random username from this page that we haven't featured, and we can take them. Any random doesn't really matter.
Sir, actually two of my favorites are there. Starfish Pikachu and Mr. Chess Forever. You can take any of them.
Definitely. Let's start with Starfish. So
Sure.
Pikachu is playing white, and Bhavik is playing with the black pieces. The rating difference is of 500 points. And what
Whoa.
are we currently witnessing, by the way? We have
Oh, friend.
London on the board.
Yeah.
It's sort of a London, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sir. I was looking at the black side. That's why.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah. And then pawn to c4 here. I think white is playing really instructive. I thought it to be a London, but it turned into a Queen's Gambit. Just the
Yeah.
main line and sort of declined, sort of. Knight
Yeah.
c3 was still not there, so surprised in those terms. Black wanted to exchange a knight for a bishop. Bishop said, "No, I don't want
Good
to,"
choice. King
and
f4.
it's pointing itself. And I think this is a very solid move because you're now you're connecting your bishop and rook together on h7 and trying to get some play out of the open file.
Yeah.
I
Your
think that
knight
was
from
really
f3 is
important.
also jumping. Yeah.
Correct. The knight on f3 is also like going to go there. The queen will join soon
Queen
at some
f4.
point. Maybe queen f3. You can push. You can set up a battery if you want to, or you can just
Yeah.
try to move it a bit to kick the knight away, and then queen h5 can be there. So a
Yeah.
lot of strategic maneuvers are even there again. Okay, here white is looking to exchange pieces or maybe centralizing. Maybe the plan of white was to get an outpost here and then maybe
Yeah.
e4, e5. We
Yeah.
never know.
Wow.
Okay, black exchanged before the white start using the dark square weaknesses of black.
Yeah.
The queen came to punish the b2 pawn. I don't think
Mm.
if that will make a huge difference at this point because there's like no knight in the position, no other pawns. This pawn might get attacked, but that's not a big of a deal.
But
And
sir, I'm worried about h7 more.
h7. Oh,
Yeah.
knight has moved already. I didn't pay attention
Yes.
to that. I was more into
Yeah.
this move. Wow. I think this is a very beautiful move. Even I was thinking of queen to d3, uh, queen to d3 as well, or something like queen c2. What just happened? I think it's a phenomenal way. You do a
Yeah.
clearance here with a check, king takes, and there's a mating threat with
Yeah.
queen to h7.
Wow.
That was the main idea. Pawn moved in this position. Is this sacrifice worth now? Maybe you can give a bishop check. I mean, there are ways to execute it. Oh, wow.
Oh,
What a strategic knight maneuver to give a check. I was literally thinking, can we get the bishop back? Can we sacrifice a rook and get another rook
and then,
or like a
yeah.
queen and then try with some. I was just thinking of something here. Definitely,
Yeah.
there are multiple ways to achieve this thing, but I think White did it flawlessly. Like there were no efforts. Just say I move my knight, and knight to g6 just completes the game after that.
Yeah.
What a wonderful game by the kid. For this, you need to be good at mating nets.
Correct,
That's
sir.
definitely a
Definitely.
case that played. Okay, we are
Definitely.
getting a
Yeah.
request for Ryan Shine. We are going to take their game.
So last game, sir, definitely
Okay,
was a beautiful example that how checkmating patterns practice helps you in spotting the patterns in a real gameplay. So yeah,
that
really,
is
really
correct.
nice.
So the last game that Ryan Shine played was against Samagra. Samagra played white, Ryan played black. Let's see just what happened. Okay, so the game started with uh Okay, is this going to be a Philidor or a Pierce defense, Perk defense? Let's see.
Perk defensive. Yeah.
This is a perk. Okay, a good
Mhm.
setup. But I'm just wondering how an 800 is able to play that. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the question, sir. I am
800 is
also amazed by
playing
that.
Pierce.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Wow.
sort of a mistake actually. You shouldn't be overcommitting your pawn when your own king is in the center. There's going to be now some tricks flowing in the air. Queen takes queen is the way. Knight gets
Knight
undeveloped,
takes
and you play knight g4 here with the idea of winning the
attacking the
e5 pawn
pawn
by
twice.
attacking it twice. Yeah. So this is like a very thematic thing in this. Knight takes e5 is obviously there. So again, if white wanted to do something, maybe they could have tried bishop to f4, but even that doesn't stand after
No, it's
knight to
yeah.
f6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Ryan has written an example. He said, I had practice. So he says he practices. That's a good thing, Ryan. Good to hear that.
Yes. Wow.
Also, you're executing the traps quite well. So good to see you interacting and even showcasing how things can be done beautifully at 800 also. We are really amazed.
Yes.
Bishop to f4 is a thematic thing here. Your bishops are in the center, and black is devastating at this point because now, okay, the pawn must have moved here. The knight might look to trade down to the thing, and their main purpose is to defend the pawn on c2 after knight to e3. Okay, so black is allowing an exchange and ready to give a bishop pair here. I mean, at 700, I shouldn't be saying that though. Okay,
Ah,
there's a oh,
yeah, losing a piece because
what
knight
a
check.
calculative intermezzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is intermezzo.
Yes. Yeah.
He said, I will first play an in-between move, taking your bishop, and then I'm going to take
Then
my opponent's knight.
yes.
Wonderful game,
Wow.
Ryan. Good
Wow.
one. Yeah. Okay, we have got a request. Even Muhammad has said that he's making comeback from all of his losses. Okay, all the best, Muhammad, for that. We are going to see it back. Okay, don't worry.
Yes.
Bishop was played in the position, and then the kid had more activity on the board now, and also he's looking to simplify position by trading down. If you see, he
Yes.
is giving the b7 pawn for obvious, but he's also making sure trading quick, so he get advantage. Good move by the white here, not trading down, and black defended the
Oh.
pawn, and
Oh.
this was a blunder by Samagra. He's almost to 1300, and he had like 4 minutes in his clock. So okay. Oh, even white found a counter move here. What a beautiful fork that devastates the knight and rook together. And this is where the bishop can outplay a knight because it's a long range weapon. But I guess black must still be fine because they are almost two pawns up
Two
right
pawns
now.
up and a
And
piece.
also, after long castle, the black gave a silent threat on the h8 bishop with the rook. Because castling is not always about king, it's also about activity of rook, and this is the
Rook
greatest
as well.
example of that.
Yes.
Why the
Wow.
castling adds a good value to your rooks. It's not only all time about the king.
Yes.
Beautiful, instructive game again by the kid. Knight b4 here, threatening to take the pawn, and then black has three passes if that pawn falls. Definitely. Three connected passes. I think black should now think of trading down generally. Okay, they're looking for a bit of
Wow.
cleanup too.
Yeah.
They're defending their pawns, but I think, okay, they moved the king. Okay, they started moving the passers as well. I think that is going to add insane value there. Now, white might be thinking of rook to g7, trading down the rooks and then taking on this and trying to have their own passes too. But black is already ahead in the race in all those
Yes. Yes.
terms.
Yes. In pawn race. Correct, sir. The white pawns are bit
You can
back. I
play it
mean
here.
behind.
If you take
Yeah.
this, okay, that's a check. So, okay, we cannot do that. My bad here. A3, okay. Here, A3 is a good move in the position. And then A2 is coming. Now, rook has to go
Before
either
A2, sir,
A3 and
I
then
think before
knight.
A2, Rook E2 should have been played, isn't it?
Before a2, rook e2. Yeah, even that was a good way. But then they can carry up with, I guess, this move, right? Rook a3.
Yeah, no, sir. Then B4.
Okay, before is coming anyways. Yeah, that looks like a very solid move, what you said. Hmm. That is correct, actually. But either ways, they can still cover it up, right?
Definitely. Anytime it can be covered. Yeah.
Because rook to e2 is always a feasible move at
Anyways,
this point.
coming. Yeah.
Oh, the kid lost it. But now he said, okay, your rook is making too much of, you know, problems for me.
Trouble to
I
me.
want to simplify positions. You give me your queenside pawns, which is the base pawn of your small mini pawn chain or your mini pyramid. And, or he said, okay, let's just trade. I don't want that irritating piece anymore on the board. So
Yeah.
black is like, okay, I have learned lesson from your one of the moves only. And wonderful game by the black here. Now I think, okay, the black king is in time to catch the pawn, so knight needs to play some role here. But is that too late?
A
Yes.
bit late, sir. Yeah.
While see, here one more. strategic concepts also applies here. The principle of two weaknesses, if you have heard, right?
Yeah.
So when the B pawn is moving, we know the black did not supported it well, but it lured the white king to the other side
Away
of the
from.
board. So the
Yes.
king which was guarding these pawns are suddenly not going to be guarding them, and then it can be an easy target for the knight to take on those guys. Okay, that
Yes.
can be like a way to go. And after you win the base pawn, there are a lot of weak pawns in the position, which can just which is just the matter of cleanup, if I tell you.
Yes. Absolutely.
But the pawn is still racing.
Wow.
Yeah, it is going to be a fun position, definitely.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Huh?
the kid moved this pawn. I think the okay, but what else can they do? I mean, is it a
Correct,
zugzwang
sir.
position?
Um,
Looks like it's a
I
zugzwang because your knight is falling.
I think
Your
so.
knight is
Knight
falling.
f4 will solve. Knight f4 will solve, isn't it? Give up one pawn and take two with you.
Yeah, you need to give that, and then you need to cover this pawn. So yeah, knight f4, king takes, king comes on e6. You take this
King
guy, that other guy, or
Yeah.
okay, this is frozen pawn. You can take it with the knight, and you have a passer along
Knight
the rook
as well.
file.
Yes.
That is true. Good game by the. Okay,
Uh-oh.
so what
Huh?
happened after that? Wait.
We
So
still
that
had
pawn
a
was
checkmate with a
given.
minor piece. Oh,
What has happened? No, maybe the kid might. Oh, there's a checkmate. Yeah, the king
yeah.
came there, and okay, the C pawn is already gone. I'm just wondering how black man converted this position into a victory. They gave another pawn. What is happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm now surprised to see this. Wait, what?
White pawn will help him. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Shouldering. Yeah. King is
What?
shouldering. Yeah.
What has happened? Can you just see this?
Wow. Yes.
It's one of the rarest of rare phenomena we have seen in the games of chess.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
To be
this
honest,
is
I have never.
non-practical positions. Ryan has pulled it
Yes.
off. Heads off
Wow.
to you, man.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one. I mean, and you are 700 beating a 1300. What is happening?
That also with a minor piece. Usually that's a draw.
What
Wow.
has he done? We have these sort of puzzles in our syllabus as well. I'm very sure about it. But
Yes,
this
yes,
is
yes,
a
we do.
rarest of rare phenomena. Okay, it is not
Yes.
something we see in day to day. In our own games, I might not have seen maybe last 5 years. It just never comes in the game.
Mm.
What a
Wow.
beautiful game by this kid.
Wow.
Maybe after knowing that I don't have a pawn, other kids might just offer exchanges, offer draw to their opponents. The reason is they know they can't beat with just one king, one knight. They often just offer a draw, or maybe they resign knowing their opponent might get a queen or something. But a
Yes.
wonderful execution by Ryan here.
Just wow.
What have we witnessed right now?
Treat to the
It is a
eyes.
historic
Just
moment
wow. Yeah.
in the chess brains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Wow.
Well. No one is actually bad. It's just that we start by knowing a few and then slowly we improve. So yeah, there's a query from one of the kid. Can you just address it being like, let's say, one of the chess coach? How do you, if your kid will ask this
Uh,
question to you, what will you suggest?
I'm just bad at blitz. Kids, it's just a time control. It just doesn't show your strength. Okay. That's fine. With practice, we can definitely improve. Okay. So no one is bad. Okay. You're not just bad. Okay. No, no one is bad. As Abhishek sir said. No, you are
Yeah.
not.
So
You just need to add, yeah, bit practice
every
of that
grand
time control. Yeah,
every grandmaster was once a beginner. Remember that, okay? The grandmaster
definitely.
also learnt on day one how to move the knight and rooks on the board. It is not
Yes,
different than from your journey. Okay, it is just
definitely.
that you're not bad. You just need to spend more time playing it, get the right insights from your coach. With their
Yeah.
help, you will able to master that. It's not a big deal at all. Okay, it's really fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we are in the last 7 minutes, and it's time to now focus on the leaderboard and see who is
Yes,
going
sir.
to take today's crown on their head.
Yeah.
Let us just publish the top tens first. Currently, in the last 7 minutes, Rohan is on the 10th position, Starfish Pikachu on 9, Adhiraj is on the 8th, Abhi is on the 7th, Livinish is on the 6th, but Livinish and Abhi are on the pause. Atvik is on the fifth position. Leaderboard has changed a bit. Atvik is on the sixth. Rohan is on five. Fish is on the four. Sankeet is on third position. Dino King is on the second position. And then we have Swayam coming on the first position with 25 points.
Livinish, I don't know why you paused it, buddy. You are the only one who is unbeaten in top 10. Please keep playing.
Okay, yeah. And we have currently 63 participants. Let's just
Wow.
see who is going to take the crown. Also, no one is having an extreme lead here. The tournament is really neck to neck. It's really
Yes,
competing. Nobody's having any exceptional advantage here. All like the person who is on the fifth rank still have the chance to come
to
in
reach
the
the.
first position till now.
Yes.
Also, Swam has taken a pause, so his position might just go away. We need to see Karate Fish is taking on Dino King. We need to feature this game no matter what now, because this can decide the leaderboard completely.
Yeah.
Fish is on the white, Dino is on the black. Let's see what just happened in the opening. Okay, so we had an E4, D4. Okay, we have a French on the board, advanced French.
Yeah.
Yes, we have an advanced French in the position, and let's just see how this goes. Okay, now
Uh,
the D4 pawn was challenged. A C3 is a normal way to stop it. Normally, these are all normal theory. Would you prefer to take here with a pawn, a bishop, or a knight?
so to be honest, with pawn I'll take.
Okay.
Yeah.
While taking with the pawn does not have any bad consequences, but the dark squares are going to be a bit exposed, and black might try
Yes.
some early attack. But I think we should be fine after knight c3 as sort of ideas or bishop d2 interventions, right? It won't
Yeah.
be that difficult to hold on the position. And taking with the knight is a mistake cause you end up blundering
Yeah,
your
your e5 hangs. Yeah.
e5 pawn.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So that's something that is always there. Knight came on d2, and I don't know how white is building right now. Pieces are getting active, but do they actually belong to those positions? It's a question. Queen comes out. Okay, interesting. Bishop on e2. That's a bit of passive move. If you got the queen out, I would prefer going bishop d3, trying something with queen h3, trying to put
Yeah.
some pressure if my opponent wants to castle on king side.
Now he came there. Wow.
Now he came. But now this time maybe they want to fight out the knight and win a pawn.
Yeah.
Bishop took on the knight. Black intentionally gave up on the bishop pair here.
Please take
And
with the
see,
bishop.
if you
Wow.
exchange, your opponent's piece gets activated, right? Now
Yes.
the bishop is in the center and doing way more than that knight, I guess, because it's pointing right on the king. And we already know a bishop pair can be really dangerous in these kind of positions. Okay, they figured out a fork. I'm really on that. But I'm
Queen
also wondering
g3 or
what if
queen
the kid
g4.
threatens a mate?
Yeah.
Queen h3,
Yeah.
even queen g3 is also phenomenal. Like that's what I said.
Yes.
If a bishop pair got activated properly, it can be it can be really devastating for your opponent. Pawn
Queen
was played in
h6.
the position. Yes, queen h6 has to be the way. And kid is like, take my rook, I'll take your king. What do you like?
Yeah.
How do you play here?
Wow.
Okay, the pawn blockage came in. Again, there can be some sacrifices as well,
Sacrifice. Yeah.
like
On
bishop
g6.
takes, and
Yes.
you can just
Yeah.
do like a bishop sacrifice and do a threefold to just gain some points in last 3 minutes. But again, we don't teach our kids that thing.
Mm.
Definitely, they play organic chess. So endless possibilities here, but yeah. Now what has happened? The black tried shutting down the both diagonals, but as you move these pawns, it created new weaknesses. And black
Weaknesses.
said,
Yeah.
white said, I'll attack those. Now, what is your take on that? Rook will obviously going
Uh,
to rook e8 is one of the okay moves. And white said, I'll bring more pieces to my attack. I'll do a rook lift. Maybe rook lift is fine, but I'm hoping that they're not preparing rook h3. They oh bishop can take,
yeah.
is it? So
Yes.
what I would have done here instead, maybe okay, even this pawn is rolled in, so saving the bishop is a priority. Okay, so if the this kid is keen to take here, okay, and here black has resigned. Okay, black has resigned. Maybe black could have first taken here, right?
And every problem is
And
solved.
yeah, and then you take the. I think Black was doing very fine. Black is doing great here. White did a good attack, but the last couple of moves that White did wasn't the most accurate moves. And yeah, yeah,
Okay, no worries, King. Good game, but
good
at
game.
least go for the completion, okay?
And the Dino King is
Trust me.
almost a 1600. Why did you resign? You must
Yeah.
be knowing, right? At 1600, you know the chess better than at least 95% of players.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
as you
Okay.
said,
Let's.
leaderboard changed.
Leaderboard has changed. Karate Fish is on the top. Swam is on the pause. Sankirtan's okay. Number one and number three are taking, but I don't know. I mean, I don't seriously think if that will change the leaderboard in 1 minute.
No.
Um. Okay. Who else can change? Maybe Rohan's game can make a change here against, but he's impaired against anyone till now.
Yeah.
Athwik is checking on Nishchay. What is the game? Let's see.
Uh,
We are in the last 1 minute, and the tournament is going to get completed after that. Okay. Athwik is playing white here. Nishchay is playing black. Can they finish the game in the remaining time? The answer definitely seems like a no to me.
if Black
Wait, what?
wants, they. Sir, I think so. Yeah, they
Fork.
give a
Okay.
four.
But
Yeah.
if they gave a fork, why the knight didn't capture it back? Don't let your opponent's pieces relax in your kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah. Why did you allow them at the first place to be there and have, the relaxation? It wasn't the right deal. You could have taken and just got rid of it. And then white just resign. That means the game has ended. So what
Yes.
is the leaderboard
Wow.
change? Okay, leaderboard has changed a bit. Rohan has
Yeah.
won it. Okay. So finally the tournament has ended and we have our winners with us. Abhi is on the 10th position with 16 points. Livinesh is on the ninth position with 16 points. Mr. Chess Forever is on the 8th position with 18 points. Starfish Pikachu is on the 7th position with 21 points. We have Athvik on the 6th position with 22 points. We have Dino on the 5th position with 22 points. We have Rohan on the 4th position with 24 points. We have Sankeert on the 3rd position with 24 points. We have the runner of the tournament, Swayam, on the 2nd position with 25 points and a huge win rate of 75%. And then we have the fish, who is the winner of the tournament, Smelly Karate Fish. They have got 28 points and they have the win rate of 80%. We congratulate to all the winners and all the participants. So, participants, a small message for you. Thank you so much for competing, gaining experience. This experience will help you to get better in your coming games. Your coaches will definitely help you to get better by analyzing your games by the next week itself. And keep practicing. We know it's a weekend and you still showed up, so we appreciate that. A big thumbs up and your love for chess. Thank you so much, Coach Shub, for tuning in, sharing your insights, and
It's my
making this
pleasure.
evening a wonder for our viewers as well.
Yeah.
The stage is yours. If you have something you can share with us.
No, sir. This time I would definitely like to share two words for you, especially. Because every week you are just showing up with the same enthusiasm. I'll say more and more enthusiasm. You're not only teaching kids, constantly working with Pratik sir, Siddhant sir, GM Srinath, making syllabus and things better, streaming every week, motivating kids. And I'm getting inspiration from you to just do better and better. So thank you so much, sir, for
Thank you
doing
so
this
much
thing.
for your kind words. Actually, it's not only the me. The team definitely, looks a lot of things after the back end, and because of which this all
Definitely.
has been possible so far. So
Yeah.
big thanks to the CB team, to all the
Yeah.
viewers. Viewers, if you liked our work, please hit the like button if you haven't till now. Subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel so whenever we go live, you'll get a notification in your own personalized device. If you see the hype button below the stream, please click on that so our stream can reach to a lot of viewers as well. And that's it for today's eve. We'll tune in on the next Saturday at the same
Yeah.
time with the same energy and the same love.
Yeah,
Take care till then. Bye and have
definitely.
a good time.
Bye. Bye.